Today, your goal is I subtract decimals using place value positions. So we started last week talking about decimals. So we all know what those are and we've all been practicing saying them. And then our place value positions, you'll remember, are our positions in which your numbers sit. So starting from our decimal and going to the left, we have the ones, tens, hundreds, and then it continues to thousands and so forth. And then from our decimal, it goes tenths, hundredths, and those are the two that we're going to concentrate on for the next few days. So today we're only going through the tenths, so we'll be lining things up through the tenths position. So the most important thing we need to remember is that when we line numbers up to either add or subtract, we need to line up their place value positions. So here I have 17 minus 13 and 2 tenths. So right off the bat here, I can line up 17 and then 13 goes right below that and I have 2 tenths. Now I have 0 tenths next to my 17. So I need to remember to write my decimal point and a 0 here as a place value holder. And then I'm going to start my subtraction process. So 0 minus 2. If I have 0 of something, I cannot take away 2. So I need to regroup. So I'm going to regroup this into a 6, and then this goes into a 10. So 10 tenths minus 2 tenths is 8 tenths. Then I'm going to drop down my decimal. 6 minus 3 is 3, and 1 minus 1 is 1. So I'd have 3 and 8 tenths. Now that one included regrouping. When we regroup, we make groups of 10. So that's why when I cross this out, I made this into 10 tenths. Let's try one that lines up with tenths for both. So 18 and 7 tenths minus 15 and 2 tenths. So here I'm simply going to line them up and subtract. So 18 and 7 tenths minus 15 and 2 tenths. So 7 minus 2 is 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. And 1 minus nothing is, or 1 minus 1 is nothing. So I have 3 and 5 tenths. There are lots of different problems you can have like this. This one's 103 and 4 tenths minus 98 and 8 tenths minus 89 and 8 tenths. Words are hard. So again, I'm going to line these up. You can start by making your decimals to help you line them up. Your decimals should always be right on top of each other. So I can put 103 over here and then my 4 on the right side of my decimal, and then 89 and then 8 under my 4. And now I'm going to subtract. 4 minus 8. If I have 4 things, I cannot take away 8, so I need to regroup. I go to my 3, I cross it out, I make it into a 2, and then I regroup by adding that group of 10. So 14 plus 8, 14 minus 8 is 6. I'm going to bring down my decimal. 2 minus 9, I can't do that. I have to go over here and regroup. So I have 12 minus 9, which is 3, and 9 minus 8, which is 1. So I get 13 and 6 tenths. So regrouping is the same as when you have normal subtraction. We'll do one more. 21 and 4 tenths minus 6 and 3 tenths. So if I wanted to use that same strategy and write my decimals down first, I would write 21 and 4 tenths minus 6 and 3 tenths. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Drop down my decimal. 1 minus 6, I can't do it. So I cross out my 2, make it into 1, and then I add 10 over here to get 11 minus 6, which is 5. And then 1 minus nothing, which is 1. So I have 15 and 1 tenth. So today your job is to subtract numbers through your tenths place value position. Please rewatch this video or stop into office hours if you need help. This is very similar to all of the other subtraction you've done throughout your mathematical career, where we regroup when the bottom number, the number being taken away, is smaller than the top one, or is bigger than the top one. Good luck, scholars.